So let us start with the next questions we have. Okay, the fifth question says a group of 7 people had enough food for a month. A few more people joined them and food lasted only for 21 days. How many people joined them? Now here, what are the two quantities the question is talking about? They are talking about the number of people and the number of days. Say we will write it in the same form that we have been doing. We write the number of people on one side and the time on the other side, or we can write directly time here, right? Now it says the 7 people, they had some amount of food for a month. 1 month. Now 1 month can be written as 30 days for the calculation purpose, right? The next part says a few more people joined them and food lasted only for 21 days. Now the food is going to last for 21 days only. Why? Because some more amount of people have joined them. That means the number of people have increased now, but the part of the time says that the time has been reduced. Now the food is going to last only for 21 days as the number of people have increased. That means, isn't this going to be a part of the inverse proportion? Right. Now this is the inverse proportion. We will find out the number of people that are going to consume that food in 21 days. Now let us do that. Because this is indirect, that means if the number of people are increasing, the days were decreasing. That means we will do it in the inverse form. The inverse form says that 7 over x, the inverse form will be saying x over 7. That means I would do it the reciprocal way, right? I have purposely did this mistake. Why? You have to identify on your own by reading the question. Is it the question of direct proportion or indirect proportion? Once you have identified that this question is of the inverse proportion, you have to do the reciprocal part. The section, the quantities in which the x is written, you have to reciprocate those quantities, right? So you will do x over 7 equal to 30 over 21. Now how to solve this? The same cross multiplication. 21x is equal to 7 into 30. X is equal to 7 into 30 over 21. 7 3s is 21 and 3 10s is 30. That means we get x as 10. So we had how many people to be consuming in the food in 21 days? 10 people are going to consume the food in 21 days. But read the question properly. They have asked that how many people have actually joined them. So here we can see that earlier there were 7 people and now how many? 10. That means how many people have joined them? That is, you will write number of people joined. Number of people joined would be 10 minus 7, that is 3. This is the answer. Do not leave your question up to 10 only. You will not get your full marks, right? So read the such questions properly. You have to answer the part that is asked. Okay? Let us continue with the next question. It says that a family of 16 had enough food to last them for 20 days. Now again they are asking the same relation. So I'll write number of people in the family, and on the other side they are number of days. So let us write the 16 people. If there are number of people are 16, the food is going to last for 20 days. Now if 4 guests arrived suddenly, for how long will the amount of food last? Now if 4 guests have arrived at your house, that means now the total number of people available in your house would be 16 plus 4. That is, now you have 20 number of people inside your house to consume that food. So how much is that food going to last for? That is the x. Now let us check whether the question is for direct variation or the indirect one. Now see, the number of people are increasing. Say you have a piece of bread that is to be shared among 4 people. Earlier it was to be eaten by a single person, but now there are 4 people who are going to share that same piece of bread. Don't you think they will get the less amount now? Right? Similarly, if you have 10 pieces of bread in your house and that are to be consumed with 10 people inside your house, each will get 1 piece. That is right. But if you have to share that piece with more number of people and how many days it is going to last, that is your question they are asking. So over here you can see very clearly, if the food is to be consumed with more number of people, that limited amount of food will last for lesser days. Now that means if the number of people are increasing, the number of days would decrease, right? So that means they are in inverse proportion. So we will do the inverse relation, that is 16 over 20 equal to x over 20. What do we get? We get 16 into 20 equal to 20x. X is equal to 16 into 20 over 20. Now 20 and 20 gets cancelled. What do we get? We get x equal to 16. That means for how many days is the food going to last now? It is going to last for 16 days. 16 days is your answer over here, right? Moving on to the next question, it says simple interest on a certain sum. Now first of all, I need to specify and want you to understand what is the meaning of simple interest. Okay, simple interest is calculated this way. You have a formula PRT over 100. Now here P is the principal, R is the rate of interest and T is the time for which the the interest has been taken. Now you know that simple interest is calculated this way. The question says simple interest on a certain sum. Sum here means refers to the principal that we are talking about. On a certain sum, that is there is a fixed principal on which the simple interest coming out to be is rupees 300. The time is 2 years. We have to find the simple interest on same sum. That means the principal is remaining the same for 6 years. Time is changing from 2 years to 6 years at the same rate of interest. That means in this both the questions, the principal and the rate are remaining the same. The only part that is changing here would be the time and the simple interest. That means what are the two quantities that are getting related here? We are getting simple interest and time. So we will write simple interest in the first column and time in the second column. They say they are getting simple interest of rupees 300 for the time period of 2 years. Now we need to find out the amount of simple interest for the period of 5 years. Automatically you can see if the principal is remaining the same and rate of interest is the same. If you increase the time, the interest would automatically get reduced. Now the interest is getting reduced but the time is getting increased from 2 to 5. That means this becomes again the question of indirect variation. What do we do in indirect variation? We write x over 300 equal to 2 over 5. Now to solve this, we get 5x equal to 600, x equal to 600 over 5. That comes out to be 120. That means x, which was the simple interest, is 120. If the period is extended from 2 to 6, the simple interest that the person is going to get would be how much? 120 rupees. So rupees 120 is the simple interest, right? The next question says that there is a map. Okay, first of all, we know that a map represents the geographical location, right? And we understand that because the distances are so large, we cannot represent them on a single piece of paper. So what we do is we actually take their ratios. That means a map is drawn to a scale of 1 centimeter is to 1000 kilometers. That means on your map, the distance of 1 centimeter will be representing the distance of 1000 kilometers, right? If the distance on the map between the two cities is 5 centimeters, now there is a distance of 5 centimeters between the two cities. What is the actual distance between them? See, on map, if 1 centimeter is there, it is representing 1000 kilometers. So how much will the 5 centimeters represent? We are going to do it now. So we will write the original distance and the map distance. So I will write the original distance on one side and distance on map on the other side. So we will write 1000 kilometers. 1000 kilometers is the original distance. We will be writing 1000 below the original distance and 1 centimeter on below the distance on map. Now we have 5 centimeters distance on the map. We have to find out the original distance. Let us check. If the distance on map is increasing, what do you think about the original distance? If the distance on map is increasing, the original distance will also increase, right? That means both the quantities are increasing together. This is the question of direct one. So how will we do the direct question? We will be doing 1000 over x equal to 1 over 5. That is equal to 5000 equal to x. That means how much is the original distance represented by 5 centimeters? It is 5000 kilometers. So that is how we solve all the questions of direct and inverse variation.